So relative speed related to another object. The first type of speed, regular, is the change of an object position at equal distance at equal periods of time. So here, in case of regular or uniform speed, the distance equal and also the time equal. But in the case of irregular speed, change of an object position at equal distance at unequal periods of time, or vice versa. It means the change of an object position at unequal distance at equal periods of time. In this case, it's difficult to determine it's difficult to determine the amount of irregular speed of the object. Like the car cannot move, the car on the road, it cannot move in regular speed. In this case, we have a term called average speed. Average speed is the total distance covered by the body divided by total time. So total distance divided total time. In this case, we called it V dash. Okay? V dash, it means that the body moves with regular speed and the motion is regular motion. Okay? The last kind or the last type of speed is relative speed. Relative speed is the speed of moving object relative to another observer. Like I said before, relative, it means related to another observer. In this case, for the observer, it depends on the observer. It means the observer may be at rest. In this case, relative speed will equal the real speed. When the relative speed equals the real speed, if the observer at rest. But if the moving objects are in the same direction, it means the observer moves with the moving object at the same direction. In this case, relative speed equals the object speed, the speed of an object, minus observer speed or the speed of the observer. And the last case, if the observer moves in direction opposite to the moving object. The last case, if this observer moves in a direction opposite to the moving object. The relative speed will equal the speed of an object plus observer speed or the speed of an observer. We can say at rest, relative speed equal real speed. At same direction, observer or relative speed equal speed of an object minus the speed of observer. Here, at the opposite direction, in this case, relative speed, observer speed plus. Look at the word opposite P, plus. Here, same, minus. Okay? And we have application or exercise about this point. Two trains move parallel to each other but in the opposite, okay? In the opposite direction. The speed of the first train is 60 km per hour and the speed of the second is 90 km per hour. Calculate the relative speed of the first that is observed by passenger in the second train. In this case, we will say that relative speed, because they are opposite, we can say object speed plus observer speed because they move in opposite direction. 90 plus 60 equals 150 kilometer per hour. Give reason. The moving car seems stable or at rest. To an observer, moves at the same speed and the same direction. Here, there is no relative speed because they move at the same direction with the same speed. There is no relative speed. The relative speed in this case equals 0. V2 about the speed of the car and V2 about the speed of an observer. So in this case, they equal 0. At the last, you have a homework I need from you to solve it very well. Thank you for good listening. See you next lesson. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.